Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So as you can tell from the title of this video, we'll be looking at a more in-depth review of the Bellagio Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas, Nevada. So as you enter the Bellagio through any of the entrances, you're greeted by artwork. This beautiful piece had butterflies and flowers. I believe they were either made out of glass or some type of metal, but they were absolutely gorgeous. So the side we entered is through the bridge over the Las Vegas Strip. It's on the right-hand side of the Bellagio. And as we entered, as I mentioned before, a lot of these places have luxury brand stores within the resorts. So as you can see, we're passing Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Prada. So they do have higher end items at these resorts, which is really cool. So you can they do have Las Vegas gift shops where you can get little trinkets like, I love Las Vegas, mugs, postcards. But then you also do have higher brand stores as well in these resorts that you can shop at, right? Because the idea is you're gonna go there, you're gonna be gambling, you're gonna be getting money. Hey, why not put these luxury items right in front of your face so you can shop? So as we keep walking, you just see absolutely beautiful architecture within all these hotels, but the Bellagio is by far one of the top 3 nice ones on the Las Vegas Strip. And there's this funny guy that wanted to be in my video, so he did kind of like a funny movement, which I thought was hilarious. So as we're coming up on the right-hand side, there's also Tiffany and Co. So like I mentioned, you are going to find higher end brands. So as we pass Tiffany and Co.'s, we see another beautiful architecture piece, as well as another sculpture in the center of this beautiful cathedral ceiling that they have. So as we pass Chanel, let me tell you guys a little bit of a brief history of the Bellagio Hotel. The Bellagio Hotel, its grand opening in 1998. And before that, the Dunes Hotel that used to be on this property was taken down and bought in 1993. The architect of the Bellagio Hotel actually was inspired by Lake Como in Italy. And if you've been to Italy and Lake Como, it's absolutely gorgeous. It's on this beautiful lake and just mountaintops with these beautiful homes. And that's what inspired the architect of the Bellagio Hotel. So as we keep walking, you'll notice yet another beautiful installation. I'm not sure who the installation is by. If I do find the name, I'll link it. But it was absolutely gorgeous to see that everywhere that they have these raised ceilings, they have these beautiful sculptures. So as we pass their casino area, we're gonna walk to their lobby reception / check-in area. And I believe these beautiful glass flowers that you will see on the ceiling in a second, I believe they're there year round. I don't think that changes. I've looked at some pictures of the Bellagio and those beautiful glass blown flowers have always been there, I believe. But every year, if you guys didn't know, they do have a conservatory around their lobby area. So about a couple feet away from their lobby area, they have a beautiful 14,000 square foot conservatory. And every season, they try to do a beautiful flower display. So winter, spring, summer, and fall, they have a different theme there every 4 months. So this year's theme is Japanese spring. So I kind of zoomed in a little bit in the front in the reception area. They had this beautiful samurai made out of flowers on a horse. And that was kind of a lead-in and a tie-in into their beautiful conservatory. So as you can see, now we're gonna walk forward and we're gonna walk closer to their conservatory area. The Bellagio Hotel is absolutely spectacular. The beauty of it, the marble floors, the columns, the beautiful high ceilings, absolutely gorgeous. This is definitely one of my top 3 hotels that I really, really enjoyed when I was in Vegas. So before you get into the conservatory, they have this beautiful fountain. Again, the Bellagio was inspired by Lake Como in Italy, so you definitely see a lot of the Italian architecture everywhere around the hotel. So as we enter the conservatory, it's really cool because actually these birds move, and I didn't notice that until I rolled the video for a little bit and I actually looked at them. Their heads and their wings actually moved. So as I mentioned before, this little conservatory area for this season is inspired by Japanese spring. So we're welcomed when we first enter on the right-hand side, by these beautiful red-crowned Japanese cranes. And the reason they get their names is because if you can tell on the top of their heads, these beautiful red colored feathers that they have that almost looks like crowns. And on the left-hand side, we have yet another beautiful display of birds made out of flowers and very famous Japanese cherry blossoms. So as we keep walking, you will see again more beautiful cherry blossoms, and in the center of this whole display, they have this beautiful castle. And so I had to look this up and get more information. So this castle is actually modeled after the Osaka Castle. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm not pronouncing this correctly. I probably am not, but it's spelled Osaka. I'll also add a little snippet on top to show you guys how it's spelled. Absolutely gorgeous with this beautiful light green and gold details all over the castle, all over the trim. Absolutely gorgeous. And as we keep walking, there's more beautiful tulips, and they have a gorgeous fountain display and more of these cherry blossoms. So absolutely gorgeous. So I actually did find online when I went on there, if you go to the Bellagio website, they do have a live webcam of this conservatory. So as I mentioned before, each season the conservatory changes. So if you go online, you can actually see live footage of the new display and exhibit that they have every season if you guys are interested. So without further ado, I'm going to stop talking and just let you guys enjoy the beautiful scenery that this exhibit has to offer. So what's also really cool is that I didn't even notice, but on both sides of the exhibit, they had these cages that actually do have birds in them. So I didn't even realize that the display, which was Japanese spring and these beautiful replicas of the birds that they had on the left-hand side, that there were actually birds in cages for the actual exhibit, which I thought was really, really, really cool and amazing. And as we keep walking on the right-hand side, they had this beautiful vase kind of sculpture. I'm not sure if that's right for the culture and the time period of what this is represented. But to me, it looked like a vase, and as I got up closer to the water, there were these beautiful koi fish in the water, which I didn't even realize were real. There's actually a lot that I didn't realize that they actually had animals on display at this exhibit. It was actually one of those things where it's like, oh, this is nice, and all this looks like flowers, but you don't realize that it's actual live animals that they have in the water and in the cages, which I thought was really cool and unique to see both a beautiful flower exhibit as well as gorgeous live animals at this exhibit. I also went ahead and at the end of this exhibit added in some photos of both the lobby area and the exhibit that I ended up taking. And as you go through the photos, you'll see a lot of the items that I mentioned within the exhibit. So as you walk out of the Bellagio Hotel from that front lobby entrance that I showed you guys before that had those beautiful glass flowers on the ceilings, again, you just see a very luxurious and very grand opening. So this is actually, we're coming out of the hotel, but when you come into the hotel, this is also what you'll see is these beautiful chandeliers, this beautiful architecture. So as you walk closer up, you will see on the other opposite side is the Paris Hotel. And I did do a video previously of the Paris Hotel looking onto the Bellagio fountain. But here's just another view from the Bellagio Hotel as you walk through that front entrance. You walk right onto almost the Las Vegas Strip. Like I mentioned before, the Bellagio Hotel was designed after Lake Como. So this is what I was talking about before. In front of the Bellagio Hotel, they have this beautiful lake, kind of. So they label it as a lake. It's not really a lake, right? It's kind of just like a fountain in the middle, but they label it as a lake, which I thought was really cool. And so I ended up deciding to end this video with the beautiful Bellagio fountain show that I had seen late at night from the Paris Eiffel Tower. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any comments or questions, and I'll be happy to answer them in the comment section down below. And thank you guys for watching.